Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
All right, what's up, y'all? So y'all already know I definitely be doing my little rounds here in the city, and I had to pull up. If y'all remember my live a couple weeks ago, I had an artist performing by the name of Reek Kastro, and look, I had to tell him to pull up on me. So what it do, Rico?
What's up? How y'all doing?
All right. Look, he out and about enjoying his day, multitasking.
Yeah, we got a little family function going on. I'm real family oriented, so.
Okay. And see, that's you know what? Let me ask you this before we even get into it. How important is it to you to balance everything out with family, your career, all that? How important is it?
Okay, like to be honest, really, like that's kind of like my downfall, cause like the music is important to me, but it be so much other shit that's important, like family and make sure my child's straight. But then the important people to me be telling me like, hey, you need to take music more serious. So it's like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm trying to take care of y'all and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying.
It's a balancing act, okay? Because like doing what I do is similar in so many ways, because it's like you got to always be on. You catch a little buzz and take one day off, it's like you 1,000 years behind.
I swear to God, and it's like and my mistake was back in like 2021. I had got locked up for like 10 months. I had just dropped What Your Kills Like, which was the last video I actually dropped and the one that's on my Instagram. But I had people even coming up to me in jail saying like, "Oh, bro, we seen your video," da, da, da. And like that blew my mind. So like when I came home, I was supposed to keep dropping, and I didn't do that. So and I feel like my buzz died down, but all my friends and my peoples be like, "Nah, if you just drop a video, you would be, you'll be right back." But it don't feel like that to me.
My subscribers loved your performance that night. I had to take the live down, unfortunately, because somebody's music got me hit. But they was like putting fire checks, wanting to know who you were. So definitely, I feel like what your family feel like. If you really drop something, you can definitely go right back up and get the buzz. Now I know we kind of started off way ahead, but tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Reek Kastro. I'm 27. Uh, my dad is like well known in the city, and like me personally, I honestly just come out and say like I really didn't have to choose the street life. So like when I first started running like in the streets, like it was like addiction, but it was like people would call me and be like, "Oh, TD, we seen your son here or there," or da, da, da. And a lot of people are just like check up on me. So like when people used to be like, "Oh, the streets was a bad thing," da, da, da. To me, like I never took it like that, because it was like everybody kind of catered to me. Like when I went in certain projects and they knew my daddy and shit like that. Like so it was just like, but the music, the love for the music was just that came along the way. Then when I started getting in trouble, I went to prison at 19. I came home at 21. When I came home, my first child was 18 months old. So my child was born while I was incarcerated. That really changed my outlook on the lot, because a lot of people that I bent over backwards for in my stint of just being young, doing stupid shit, like they weren't there in the end. It's a select few, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in the end, a lot of people who could count on me, it wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older, you just start slimming out your circle. Like, I mean, not to say in a selfish way, like if it don't benefit me, but if we can't benefit from each other or elevate, or you ain't trying to elevate, it really ain't no need to.
That's a fact. Now let me
Um,
ask you this, because it's something you said that remind me. I talked to Freeway Rick Ross's son. Okay, not the rapper, but you know who Freeway Rick Ross.
yeah, dope man,
Yeah. So
Rick Ross, yeah.
I interviewed his son a couple months back, and he kind of said something similar to what you said, right? So I want to ask you the same thing I asked him. By being catered to in the streets because of your dad, did that make you turn up more, or did that just make you just feel like, okay, I'm still
Um,
like out here?
yeah, it did because like it was like I wanted people to accept me for me. So if you ain't already knew who my daddy was, I wasn't gonna tell you. So a lot of people like now, like over the years, they'll find out and be like, oh shit, like I ain't know such and such, I ain't know that was your daddy, or you know what I'm saying? And they already be cool with me. And then but it's like, yeah, like I be wanting people to fuck with me because of me, like not cater to me because you know my daddy. Like so it was if you didn't know, I wasn't gonna tell you. But if you knew, you knew.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's kind of how I took the approach, because it was like nah, like I don't want people to cater to me just because my daddy, like I want people to cater to me because me, like so it's like yeah, they see me and be like, oh, I know your daddy with the woo, but when they see my daddy, they be like, oh, I know your son with the woo too, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was like it was kind of just like just me wanting to be like my own. Now I'm appreciative because that really saved me from a lot of situations, or like it just I always had somewhere to go out here in the streets. Like I could go this place or go this place or go this place and not be from this neighborhood or that neighborhood because of who my daddy was. So it was like it was beneficial at the same time. But at the end of the day, like I didn't necessarily really like it to an extent. I used the benefits of it and was appreciative, but that wasn't really something that I was too big on.
Got you. Okay. So let me ask you this: are you born and raised in Colombia, or where are you from?
Yes, ma'am. I'm born and raised in Colombia.
What side of Colombia are you from?
I'm from what we call it is the one side, which is pretty much the city area, Pinehurst, Saxon Holmes,
Oh, okay.
ABC. Okay. But growing up, I was raised by both of my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Um, both of them stayed on the same side. My mother and my dad actually graduated C.A. Johnson, but me, I was blessed enough to go to Spring Valley and get a taste of a different world. Like I
I
went
know
to
the
school
feeling.
with like, and I went to school with is like I can name like on two hands how many like NFL athletes and NBA players like I went to school with their kids. But being from where I'm from and then seeing that like it just blow your mind. Like it just show
I'm
you like
familiar
it's
with
it's
the. I'm
more out here.
familiar
You
with
know
the
what I'm
side
saying?
for sure. I'm
It was
familiar with that side. I'm a little older than you, but I went to Perry, so I'm familiar with that side. I'm definitely familiar with that side of town, and I actually, we got something in common because originally I'm from like Hollywood Hills area, Fairfield Road. However, I went over on the other side of town and went to District 2. So I get what you're saying, where you say
Yeah, like
different
you see, it's
spots.
a whole nother world. Like, and then I can honestly say, like, okay, being in the neighborhood, that's like being in the neighborhood. That's typical. Anything could happen. Black folk, whatever
Facts.
they got going on. But over there, it was like peace. So it was like when I went to school, I actually could be a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like when
Mhm.
I'm home with my grandmas, and what I'm saying, I got to be the man of the house, or you know what I'm saying, or I'm
Right.
out here doing shit I know I ain't got no business, and I can't let nobody take me from my family or my friends. So it was like, anything can happen here. But when I'm at school, I was at school. Like it was a whole nother environment. I could relax, be a kid, and just, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
did take advantage of that because I felt like if I would have went to school on the side that I was, you know what I'm saying? A lot of my friends went to school every day, get suspended for fighting people that we into, and come home and tell me like, yeah, I was into it with the same people, but it was outside of school. Like, it didn't affect my education because I didn't go to school with y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that it was kind of like a blessing, to be honest. And then when they would like come to our football games and stuff, like, they would like to change the scenery too, because it's different from than from where we come
Right.
from.
So let me ask you this. Um, your music, right? Do you
Mm-hmm.
focus in on that lifestyle, or is your music more so to cater to away from it, or do you like talk that street talk?
Okay, I say it's like a combination of both. Like, okay, my music now it's on like a level where it's just like I really don't write, so I kind of I get a beat, I feel a vibe, and I might go in there and just rap about anything. Like I got music that talk about my jail lifestyle and the street lifestyle, and it gives like double entendres, like how something relate to both. You know what I'm saying? So it was like rapping about two in one. I got a love song that I ain't dropped yet. I got certain songs that just party, but all in all, I try to be versatile. I don't try to commit myself to one sound. I don't try to commit myself to one thing because it's like I want all walks of life. If I drop a project, okay, the hood dudes might like this song. You know what I'm saying? The white boys might like this song. The ladies might like this song. So
Mhm.
I try to touch everybody. I
I
try
like
to
it.
let my experience and my feelings touch everybody in their aspect of life. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like that. I like
That's
that. So let
that
me ask
that's that's really what I don't try to do. That's like even if I catch myself rapping about like shooting too much, I tell my homeboy like, bro, like come on, I got to come on, like throw me an idea or something, like let's talk about something, like I got the, you know what I'm saying, because don't nobody want to hear this shit all day.
because I was just about to ask you, are you one of the self snitching rappers or not?
No, I say it like this. I just get on songs and talk shit. I don't speak on wax.
Okay, okay. You a storyteller like Mo Three
Yeah,
used to say. I'm
like
a
if
story-
you like, oh, I like the like. I would say like it's like I don't dry snitch, I dry diss. Like if you know
Mm,
what I'm talking about,
that's
you
a good
know. But
one.
if you don't know, you know.
That's a good one.
So it's like
I like that
that's why
one.
I like in one of my songs, the song I actually performed at the show. Yeah, it was a shot thrown at a dead person in that song, but the name and stuff was bleeped out because at the end of the day, you still gotta have some type of, you know what I'm saying? Even though
Yeah.
I didn't have a bit of respect for the man when he was alive, in the next life over, with me having a daughter on this earth and everything like that, if something was to happen to me, which you feel me,
Right,
I
right.
just you got to have some type of level of respect at a certain. So when I recorded it at first, I said the name in the song, but then me and the engineer, like, we kind of chopped it up and came to the conclusion like, okay, like we'll just blend it out, like, and then like I said, that comes to the point of making it relatable. Cause now if you got somebody that you don't like, where it's blanked out at, you could just say their name. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Give it a little drill rapping
yeah,
twist
if you
to it.
don't like it, whoever you smoking, if you smoking such and such, when that part of the song come on and they bleak out, you can
Right.
say their name. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a good time.
So let me ask you this. Because it just made me think of drill rap when you said that. Are you a fan of drill rap?
I am a fan of drill rap, but okay, me and I'm okay. I started a label, Expo S Records. I have a couple artists that I'll be introducing. One of them is Six Walk Down. He the baby out of the group. He's only like 16. He's from if you're familiar with Columbia, he's from Bethel Bishop Bedrock in the Colonies area. So everybody
Okay,
know
I
how
know he
that
got some
is.
stories to tell.
Man, he got a song called Juvenile Detention, and I love it because it's a drill song, but in the beginning of the song, like, he rapped about what led him down this path, like how him going to juvenile, nobody calling them, nobody sending them letters, or you know what
Right.
I'm saying? So yeah, but I got him, and then I got another artist, 33 Oswald. He's actually co-signed by Piezo, but he's from Louisiana, but he moved to the city, and he doing his thing.
I know
So,
he
and I
got
got
some
another
stories. What
artist
part of Louisiana is he from?
straight from the rack, BR, Baton
Oh,
Rouge,
okay.
and
Because
and
I
he and he
actually
he go
interviewed.
down there and visiting. Like we really plugged in. Like I ain't gonna say we associate with Young Boy and them, but
Okay.
he shares some people with them. So when he go down there, you know what I'm saying? Like them his people for real. Like not even on no rap type. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I look. I only interviewed one Louisiana artist so far, and that was oh my gosh, I can't even think of it. Oh, on site Vita, and he got definitely a story to tell. Okay, so I can
Yeah,
only
and
imagine.
my boy got a story to tell too, and well, we kind of relate. My label, MetLife ENT, Long Live My Cousin Super Deuce. He was killed by the police down in Louisiana. And my homeboy, his big brother Dejan, my artist, his brother was killed by the police down in Louisiana. So like when me and him actually met and got to talking and learning each other, like like that actually brought us together closer too, because it's like, okay, like you get it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not from Louisiana, but I lost somebody to, police violence down there. And
Right.
back in this time, it wasn't as prominent as it is now, like George Floyd or something like that. Like I'm
Right.
27 now. My cousin was killed by the police when I probably was like 7 or 8 years old.
Gotcha. I definitely understand that. I done had
So,
relatives killed right here in the city by police. I definitely get where you coming
that's
from.
crazy.
Yeah, so I definitely understand. Now let me ask you that. Let me ask you this. With all your direct experience or situations or your indirect, whether it's like relatives or friends, do you feel like that guides your music to tell these type of stories?
Most definitely. Like okay, my family, like MetLife, like my family in itself is kind of like a label. Like my cousin Monty Montel, like he records my music. He's also a rapper himself. Um, but he got a story to tell. Definitely a different sound, versatile sound, and he's great with the engineering. But that's what we grew up all our
Who
life.
that is in the camera?
Oh, this my
Introduce
little brother
yourself.
Quasi, man. You might hear his song. His
Okay,
name
what's
mentioned
up?
in
So you
his song.
peeking your
And
dreads in the
and
camera?
and we breed dogs as well. Dino Dome Kennels. Come get you
Okay,
a
hold
dog.
on. Okay.
Exotic. We got exotic bullies and Frenchies. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think I know him. What's his name?
Quayshawn, but he go by Quasi.
I know his dad actually. I know who that and his mama. I know him.
Yes,
Okay.
that's my little brother.
Okay. I know them. Okay.
Look
That's
at
what's
her. She
up.
said she know your mama. Everybody know my dudes,
Look, the city is small.
yeah,
I feel
for
like the
sure.
city is small. You
But
know a little bit of
but it definitely,
everybody.
like, I would say, like, the music. It was just like we grew up around music all our life, so it's like it was just like I don't know. And then it's just my love for music keep me going. But if you look, like, I haven't dropped a video in almost 3 years, but my
Hmm.
cameraman was actually killed. Like um, to this day, I still don't really know, what that situation was about.
Right.
It was something he had going on. Um, but that kind of deterred me too because bro kind of was like my driving factor too because his goal was to make it with the camera. My goal was to make it with the music. So I was gonna do anything I could to, push him to. That's why, like, when I do a lot of shows and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like the event we was at, like, that's straight, like, that's my speed. You know what I'm saying, like,
Right.
if it get a little too, like, cause I don't have security, but I do got like people around me with
Yo,
like
let me tell
CWP,
you, my advice to
CWPs
you.
though.
I'm not even an artist. I have security. I got family members that I use as security, and you'll never know they're my security, but they there. Okay,
Yeah, okay, I
definitely get
like that
that.
one. See,
Okay,
I got, but that's why I say I try to take the legal route. Like, most of my people's with CWPs. If we do go out and it's like that, then that's how we come in. CWPs, everybody right, but you know what I'm saying. You just with the way the world going now, you just never know what's.
hey, let me tell you. I normally look like I'm by myself, but I'm never by myself. But it looks like I'm by myself.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. See, I start to run up on you. I'm glad I didn't.
Oh, okay, because I'm always paying attention. Okay. So let me ask you this: being that lost a couple people, you have your personal life, but then you're still trying to do music. Have you figured out how you gonna continue to grow and with the challenges?
You said, have I figured out how I'm gonna do it?
How you're gonna continue to grow your music brand despite the challenges?
Oh, and like it's crazy because, like, okay, like the mindset that I'm in, I know I need to get out of that because I need to focus on myself.
Hmm.
But like I be trying to grow my young artists more so than myself because it's like I feel like they got so much more to life. That's even like what I do on the side. Like I coach football for like 9 and 10 year olds. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like I be looking like past me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it be like I did what I'm gonna do. How you doing? It's like I did what I'm gonna do. Like they still got so much ahead of them. If I can teach them from my mistakes and teach them every little trick, I learned just to make the next person that I got love for just a little bit better than me, then I feel like my job done.
That makes sense. So let me ask you this,
I
because
don't
like I
drink.
said, you said
I
that was your
don't.
brother.
Never really did.
I know he's my daughter's age because they actually went to school together. So when you're dealing with young artists about what 20, 21-ish, that area, what do you push them to do? Because a lot of them are outside. So how do you
Okay, boom.
make them
Okay,
focus?
so we got motion, right? But we ain't rich, so I bring them to reality first. Like, little bro, get you a job that's out the way. You know, ain't too many people got to see your face. Ain't too many people got to know you working. But have something, you know, to secure you at the end of the day. If anything go left, you know this coming. It don't matter how much amount of money it is, it's yours and it's clean.
That's
So that's always step one. Step two, I mean, I can't really teach that. Like, you know, you gotta want it. I can't want it for you. Like, it gotta start with you wanting it. I help anybody, but you gotta want the help. I ain't really with picking you up and forcing you to go. If you want to go and you can't afford to go, then yeah, I don't mind. You know, come on, bro,
right.
I got you. But if you don't even have the drive to go, I'm not about to hold your hand and make you go, and I'm not about to be investing in you, and I gotta make you do it at the same time. For all that, I can invest in myself.
That is definitely a fact. Okay. That is
So
definitely
that's really where I be with that. Like, I really try to keep them in reality. Like, and they say like, "Oh, bro, we ain't making music off the money. I mean, money off the music." And I tell them like, it's off the rip. That's not gonna happen. Like, what have you accomplished to feel like somebody's supposed to pay you for your music? Like, be real. Like, what
it's
song did you
levels to
drop?
it.
What did you do? And I be having to tell them that. That's like I be telling them like, bro, I done did shows with Jeezy, Monica, T-Rail, all kind of motherfuckers. I have never got paid for a show yet, and done been on the biggest of stages. But I tell them like, bro, like, I ain't complaining. Like, I done did more, and I ain't complaining. Like, what y'all did to get fucking paid?
It, you know what? I'm glad you said that because sometimes people don't understand exposure is just as big as getting paid. The more
Exactly,
people know
and
your
I
name,
feel like that too. I do it for the platform because the talent will get you paid regardless. You gotta do certain shit for the like, and I learned this from Lil Baby. Like he say, you ain't gonna make money off every play. Sometimes you just got, you know, you gotta make the play just to get yourself right. You ain't gonna make money off every play.
okay, because having a name that whole weight gives you in a lot of doors. And I've
Yeah,
learned
for
that.
sure. And I
I'm
try
a
to
small
everybody
way.
I come across, you know what I'm saying? If I
Yeah.
get a good vibe from them and they ever need me, I try to be that artist. Like, you can call on me, even if you ain't got a dollar in your pocket. If you need me and you know we rocking like that, me and my people's coming. It ain't about no dollar amount. We got you. Cause if I ever need you, I'm calling you. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That's a good thing to pass along. I be trying to tell people that all the time. Like I've been doing what I've been doing for 6 months. 6 months. And I'm
Yeah.
tapped in
I
with a
actually,
lot of
hey,
people.
when you dropping your I done started following you. You know, since I met you in person. Just cause you know I believe like I'm a strong spiritual believer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I believe in you know, vibes and stuff, and you know, when I did my research on what type of work you did and stuff with your extracurricular, I was like real excited because I'm like, okay, you know, you studying O Block, you studying stuff in the city, you know what I'm saying, and you only dropping facts. You're not dropping, you know, necessarily opinions or conspiracies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You only speak on what you know.
Right. Okay. I am big on that because, like, what people don't understand, they think, oh, South Carolina, that's not Cali, that's not New York. But see, me, even though half these people I'm talking about, I don't know, but I got to be able to stand on what I say if I ever met them in person. And that's just how I
Yep.
am, like, in the city. Like, anything
Yeah.
I say, if you see me, I'm going to say it. So that's how I do my brand. But which one? Like, O Block is in the works, though. I am working on dropping that.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that one to see what you uncovered.
Oh, that's 600 pages. Okay,
Mm.
that's 600 pages. Let me ask you this: since you at some point have some type of street knowledge, what do you think about the whole snitching epidemic right now?
Hey, it's crazy, right? Okay, I'm a go ahead and drop this situation, okay? Because in the city, my name be involved in this situation a lot. So I'm glad you
Okay.
asked that question because I'm about to clear this up in this interview right here for the
Okay,
final
drop
time.
exclusive.
And I'm about to say well, I know I could, and I know everything public records, but we're gonna clear this up once and for all. When I was about 19, I caught attempted murder. With two guys, we in the same set to this day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna speak too much on that. I ain't really gonna get their names because them niggas ain't about to get no clout off me. But
Mm-hmm.
we went somewhere else in the city from crosstown with some guy we was beefing with or whatever. One thing led to another. Shots got fired. We was in my vehicle. We got on through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so they got locked up first. One of the guys wrote a statement. The other one didn't. But when you start investigating the street talk, the guy that didn't write a statement, he coerced the other guy to write a statement to say they ass. So he might as well had wrote one too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
Third
both of
party
them,
corroboration.
yeah. So both of them had put statements on me. The police came and got me 3 days later.
Mm-hmm.
They questioned me or whatever. At first, I didn't cooperate, because I'm like, oh no, like they're my peoples. Woo, woo, woo. Boom. So the police put his statement in front of my face, like, let me read it, and you know what I'm saying, and see that they was blaming the shit on me, and the shit wasn't fact. So at that point, I'm like, hell yeah, I want to cooperate too because I ain't nobody crashed on me. I ain't about to let no niggas lie on me and crash me out. At the end of the day,
Okay.
like it ain't that much love in the world, and it's crazy because when I went to prison, and when my name came up, they ran down on me about it, so I had to present that paperwork to those people
Definitely.
that want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So once they see how the situation planned out, one of the older guys told me, he was like, if a riot pop off right now, is you riding or is you going home to see your child? And I really didn't know what kind of answer to give him. And I was young at the time, and he was like, bro, you stupid. He was like, nigga, you supposed to go home to your daughter. He said, your daughter ain't got you in jail, nigga, the homies got your ass in here. And when he said that, I was like, you know what? Like, that really changed my outlook on like how available I made myself to certain motherfuckers. But yeah, like, so when I bonded out, my bond was 100,000. I bonded out. They was still locked up because they was already out on bond for a violent crime. Got out on bond, committed another violent crime, so they bond was revoked. So the whole
Mm-hmm.
time I'm on the street, living my life, they telling motherfuckers I told on them. And at the time, I didn't have my motion in discovery because I didn't go to
Right.
court for it. So I mean, motherfuckers was really running with it until when I went to prison and it was time, and then motherfuckers was like, oh, like they getting on the line now on the phones, like, bro, we see the real, like, you know what I'm saying, both sides now. We know what really
Right.
how it went down. So I mean, it was like now in the hood, it kind of divided us because you got some people that fought with them because they fought with them, and then you got some people that fought with me because they fought with me. At the end of the day, I don't really feel no type of way about nobody in the situation. It just is the fact they tried to ruin my image. Like I just, was bitched up about my time or something. Like, nah.
Right.
And I had to, when I got to prison, I'm like, hell no. And I be having to tell motherfuckers, like, even people on the street sometimes when they don't know, like, I be like, if you ever want to see it, just pull up on me. Like, how the hell you think I went to prison twice and survived, bro? Like, you think if
Right.
them people was checking me and I really, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just going off what a motherfucker tell y'all. Y'all got to really know the facts.
Yeah, and that happens a lot.
So
That
it
happens
was
a lot.
crazy that you asked me that question because for years, and I'm even gonna share this part of the interview, like for years, and there was certain times to where like I put myself above it, and when people are asked, I wouldn't even address the shit because I knew how it went. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But like now that you asked, this really was my first time to really come out and like tell my side publicly. Like, yeah, we done had paperwork battles on Facebook and shit, and I had to tell certain motherfuckers like, hey man, match up the dates. Like that's common sense. You know what I'm saying? The motion discovery will tell you who got picked up on what day they spoke to who, and you know what I'm saying. So it just was like that. That really was. But as far as like the whole almost shit like it ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? Now, when a nigga come through the hood, fucking with the kids and shit like that, then like you got to draw a line at some point. But like,
Yeah.
other than that, I'm really just I'm a mind my business. I ain't really seeing nothing. You know what I'm saying? If it's
So let me
between two
ask you
niggas
this.
and they both in the streets and both of them agree to shoot at each other and meet up and be around here killing each other, that's they business. You feel me? Long as they ain't hitting no kids around me, or you know what I'm saying. But
Right.
other than that, let them do them. Like hopefully they stay out my business, because I still got shit I do that I ain't perfect. But if somebody see me, you know what I'm saying, I hope they ain't speaking on my business. So
So let me ask you this, because listening to the situation, let me put a disclaimer. I ain't seen no paperwork. I'm going off of what I just heard,
yeah,
right?
disclaimer, she ain't seen. Yeah.
So, are you familiar with Troy Ave situation?
With
The
who?
rapper Troy Ave from New York.
Oh no, can you enlighten me on that?
Okay, so Troy Ave, and a rapper, well, not rapper, he was like a YouTuber named Textone. They got into a shootout some years ago. The Textone was the aggressive. Troy Ave got shot. He got the gun away from him. He shot him back. Now, fast forward, Textone wrote a letter to the judge snitching on Troy Ave, and Troy Ave ended up saying, "Hell no, that's not what happened," and took the stand on
Hey, no,
Textone.
no, 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 no. Now, listen, I don't blame Troy for saying, nah, that ain't what happened, but it ain't cute to get up there and point that finger, nah.
So that's what I was about to ask you. What? So it's a debate on if that's really ratting or not.
Nah, yeah, I mean, bro, I don't, well, like, if, I don't know, like, at the end of the day, if a nigga write a statement on you, you don't owe him no loyalty. Fuck it. Like, but at the end of the day, like I even told myself, once you go the extra mile, if a motherfucker tell on you and you take the extra mile to snake them back out, you also got to stand on what come with that, because everybody not going to agree with that. So I done fought plenty of people. I done shot plenty of rounds, other extracurricular, because everybody don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But as
right.
a man, you know what I'm saying? I just like I told you, yeah, I did what I did, because at the end of the day, once the police put this in my face where I can see it, I know it's real, and I see it that been notarized. What loyalty do I owe you then? You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no loyalty. So it don't matter how I feel like, oh, y'all mad at me because I was disloyal to somebody that wasn't loyal to me. That's
So
that's
I'm gonna
like
ask you
saying,
this.
that's like it's like this. If my girlfriend cheat on me and I go cheat on her, why you mad at me for cheating?
So let me ask you this, because and I got to ask it because I know my viewers gonna be like, Nikki, you know what that situation sound like? To be honest, about on the paperwork level, 6ix9ine did the same thing. Have you ever called 6ix9ine a rat?
You said have I ever did? Okay, like in his situation, when I sit down and talk to people about that, I do say the same shit with his situation. I say like, end of the day, we be forgetting like these people human. Like we be holding certain people to a higher pedestal than us, when in reality, in certain points in life, we more solid than the motherfuckers that we expect to be the realest. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Okay.
Like, and I had to tell myself that like we be holding these people on a pedestal, but they eat how we eat, they shit how we shit. They can wake up the next morning just like us, mouth stank. You know what I'm saying? It's
I
just
agree.
like, but I did that too. Like, you just put so much trust in somebody, and hold them to a higher standard than you, when in reality you know what I'm saying, you got it. You the one.
Yeah.
It
So
ain't them, it's
I
you.
gotta ask you. I ask all my people that come up that have some type of street life at some point. Now online, I don't get into street business. Okay,
Yeah, me neither. I don't. Yeah, I
they
ain't. Yeah.
always say I'm a square and all that. That's fine. I'm not getting into no street shit on the internet. But I do want to ask this: do you think the streets belong on the internet?
Do I think the streets what?
Belong on the internet?
Nah, I don't. Like, even when, like, back in the day when like, even before my situation, like before I had ever, you know what I'm saying, I had head first. Like, when motherfuckers used to speak on snitching, like, me personally, bro, like, I always, like, I'm a softy ass nigga. Like, I ain't gonna say I fuck with rats, but I kind of handle this shit like Meats do B Mickey. Like, I can't kill you, bro, but don't come around me. Don't call me. Don't fuck with me. Like, I ain't gonna kill you. I ain't gonna do your kids, nothing, your mama, your family. Just
You
don't
move
come around
accordingly.
me. Like, once you know you did that, have enough respect for me not to come around me.
Stand on
You
your
know what
shit.
I'm saying? That's how I feel like. So with all the when they used to expose snitches on the internet, shit, I didn't agree with that because I agree like when when something happened at home, like your mama say, this shit don't go out the door. Certain shit if you dealing with it as an organization, regardless of what you bang, putting that shit on the internet, that's letting that shit out the door. Cause you know what I'm saying? If something happened to whoever, whatever, they coming to get y'all.
Look, and I always say it, one thing about me, and this was my whole issue with Rollo. I'm like, stop putting out paperwork. Leave it alone. Like, leave it alone.
Just shut up. Do what Boston did. You let the shit go.
Okay? Because I done ran Boston. I even did CEOP. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it go. Leave it alone. The more you talk about it, the more digging you do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, certain shit you just got to do what Boston did. Just make you a hard ass song and act like you ain't did what you did. Fuck it. Oh, I thought you already.
Yeah, that's why I said.
All right. So we done been going for a good little minute. We had a great conversation. I got one last question, and then we're gonna end this on this note. Okay? You ready for the question? The question is, what's next for Rico Kastro?
All right. Okay. Next for Rico Kastro, I'm about to start dropping the S4S records. We coming. MetLife NT S4S records. We coming. Just know we coming. Like I say, I got 6 walk down, 33 hours wall, Nina K. They're my 3 artists. We coming. Me myself. The next project for me that I'm working on is 2 projects. It's Don Jr. or GG Baby. So y'all will be getting one of them soon.
Like it. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna stop the recording. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I appreciate everybody that's been rocking on out with your girl. Make sure y'all continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on Mickey Truth 2022 YouTube. Okay, y'all already know I'm the realest at it. I can fact check it, I can find it, I can verify it, and more importantly, I can break it down. So if you don't see the Queen of Paperwork stamp on it, I wouldn't trust it. Come to the Queen for all your paperwork needs.